All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Have you ever, daydreamed about working at a castle? Like one of those straight out of a fairy tale castles?
Can't say that I haven't.
Right. Well, today we are diving into a story about a housekeeping job, but not just any housekeeping job.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking about Windsor Castle, home of the crown jewels, centuries of history, you name it. You'd think an opportunity to work there would be, well, a pretty big deal.
Absolutely. The history and prestige associated with such a location are incredible. To be a small part of that legacy, even in a housekeeping role, would be quite something, I imagine.
You would think. Okay, so set the scene. King Charles needs a new housekeeping assistant at Windsor. Seems pretty normal, right?
Sounds pretty straightforward so far.
Well, here is where it gets kind of wild. The salary they initially offered was, how do I put this, really, really low. So low, in fact, that it caused a bit of an uproar.
Ah, yes. The initial salary advertised was a mere £22,000 per year, which comes out to about $28,680. Not exactly a royal fortune.
That doesn't seem like much at all, especially for a job at Windsor Castle. What's going on there? Was that, a typo?
Well, that's what many people thought. It turns out that the advertised amount was actually below the UK's minimum wage requirement for someone over 21.
Whoa. So they weren't just lowballing, it was actually illegal. How does something like that even happen, especially with, all the royal staff and everything?
Right. You'd think someone would have caught that. And in their defense, they did. The royal household claimed it was a mistake and rather quickly updated the advertised salary.
Oh, okay. So what's the new figure? Did they bump it up significantly?
They did make an adjustment, yes. The new salary advertised was $24,188, which is about $31,500. Still not exactly a king's ransom.
I mean, it's better than being below minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you are right. Not exactly life-changing money, especially considering where you are working.
It does make you wonder about the royal family's relationship with their staff, especially, as I'm sure you noticed, the job advertisement stresses maintaining the highest standards and having immense pride in one's work.
Yeah, kind of ironic, right? Demanding the highest standards while offering arguably low wages,
Hmm.
especially considering King Charles's personal wealth. I
Ab-
mean, we are talking about someone with an estimated net worth of 1.8 billion or 2.3 billion dollars.
It's a fascinating contradiction, to be sure.
It really is. It's like this tiny little detail, the salary mishap, opens up a much larger conversation. Suddenly, we aren't just talking about a housekeeping job. We're talking about royal finances and how the monarchy operates behind the scenes.
It's a small window into a world we don't often get to see. So much of what we see from the monarchy is the outward-facing, glamorous side, the engagements, the ceremonies, the fashion. But
Yeah.
this gives us a glimpse into the day-to-day operations and how those operations are being managed.
Exactly.
I think it begs the question, does this incident change how you view the monarchy, even just a little bit? Or is it just a funny story, something you hear and then move on? It definitely leaves me wondering what other insider details are hidden in plain sight.
Food for thought, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. We started with a simple job posting and ended up with a peek behind the curtain of the royal family's
It
finances.
does make you think.
It really does. All right, everybody, that is another deep dive in the books. As always, thank you for listening. We will be back soon with another fascinating look into, well, whatever we uncover next time.